Hello, everybody. This is the Insane Game Geek here to bring you a video about the Nintendo Switch before it's revealed. Ha, 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 ha. I'm fucking terrible. Alright, so first things first, Twitch in the description, go look because I will be streaming my live reactions to the Switch reveal tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I think is decently earlier for some of you guys. I think it's like 8 p.m. specific. Pretty much, Nintendo was like, look, we've been catering to the Eastern Coast too damn much, so now you guys got to get fucked in a way, which is the 11 p.m. time slot for us, and the other side, get these more convenient time zones. At that point, live and let live. We can't do nothing about it. I'm not going to worry too much. It's not a big deal. All right. So yeah, I'll be streaming on Twitch, and I may be streaming on Twitch tomorrow for the gameplay. It kind of just depends on how tonight goes, depends on whether or not I want to stream it, because there may be certain games I don't care about seeing a lot of footage from, and some games I might, so it depends. So let's kind of get into this. I wouldn't even call this predictions, because that would imply I have like a full thought out list of things I do and I must see. For me, as a Nintendo fan, because I'm not doing this for any other body else, it's just me. As a Nintendo fan, the only games I explicitly want to see are just new games. You know, I don't get, at this point, we've been hearing about ports for months. We've been hearing about Skyrim. We've been hearing about Zelda. I don't give a fuck about the games that we've been hearing all the time about, because either we've seen an ass amount of footage for Zelda. If we have a whole bunch of Wii U ports, but we already had the original versions of games, so I don't expect the ports to look that much different. Although from what I've been hearing, rumor-wise, there's been rumors of certain games being called ports, but are really more than that. Something, I think Splatoon is supposed to be hitting that area, and Mario Kart 8 is kind of pushing the line. But you know, I've already seen the base games, so I already know what I'm getting into for those. The games I want to see the most of is the Mario Rabbids RPG, because it's a game that I have seen nothing of. Maybe the 3D Mario game, because it's a game I haven't seen none of. But I also want to see games that haven't been talked. I want to see a new Kid Icarus game personally. I want to see a new Punch Out game. I want to see the Fire Emblem Warriors game. By the way, that's the only way you're gonna get me to buy Fire Emblem again this year, is if it's a Warriors game, because I swear to God, they announced another motherfucking RPG for Fire Emblem, especially considering the mobile game is coming out this year. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Fire Emblem's on a roll right now, and they're gonna run it into the ground if they don't give the motherfucker a break. Which is why I'm not like, man, I want to see a new Fire Emblem RPG. No, why do people want to see a new Fire Emblem RPG? You literally got 3 games, and it hasn't even been a year yet. No, give me a Warriors game. So if I can get a Warriors game, totally cool with that. There are certain games I would like to see announcements for that I'm pretty sure we won't. If I can get Siren Kagura ports, whether it's Estival Versus or even the new Beach game, good. That's something I would like to see. New Rayman, good. I kind of doubt we will, but you know, that's something I'd be totally into seeing. I'm trying. See, there aren't that many games. See, the thing about Nintendo games that always get me excited is that some games are just random ass surprises that I wasn't looking for, but I was just happy to get, which is one of the reasons why I didn't go ahead and do like a full-on predictions video, because there's not like, when my goal is to be constantly surprised by new shit that I would have never thought they would have done, then what list can I put out? Now obviously, and considering I'm pretty sure if pre-orders, as people are suggesting and rumors are suggesting, and even retailer sites are somewhat leaking, we'll know the price. We'll know, you know, I want to see the UI. There's been hints of voice chat with all the accessories that have been coming out, the leaks for the accessories. The accessories have leaked a lot of features of the console that we already suspected. That it's not going to have an Ethernet port. It takes SD cards as supplementary memory. All this other shit, like a lot of that, it's like, that's why I can't do like a full predictions, because most of that crap has either been already shown already, or you can kind of just surmise through logical thinking. I want to be surprised by shit, because my thought process is that the games we'll see, for the most part, there might be 1 or 2 games, but most part, the games that we're going to see are the games that we'll be playing in like 2 months. At the latest, like most of the games that will be shown at this event will be from March April, May, maybe June, maybe July. But I'm more inclined to believe it'll be just for the launch, the 3 month launch window, and then you'll go directly into E3 where you can talk full on about the rest of 2017 and 2018. Now, I can sit here and talk about the order of how I think the games will come out, because although it would be great to have Zelda and Mario at launch, realistically, they're doing Mario and Zelda at launch would be great, but if the rumor about them having a limited amount of quantities of consoles, those games won't sell as well as they need to anyway. Because if you only put out 2 million consoles, well, Mario and Zelda could sell that normally. Like, it's rare for a Zelda and Mario game not to hit like over 2 million. They'll at least hit 1 million at the very least, and at the most they'll hit like 4 or 5 or 6 million. So why cannibalize your game sales when you know you won't have enough consoles to cover it? But it also, I mean, saying they're only shipping 2 million at launch doesn't dictate how many they're shipping after that, which goes into the other situation. Which is one of the reasons why, okay, fine, one of them being at launch is cool. Everyone's fine with there being one of them. Both of them would be great, but you're also trying to get them to buy other games. And let's be real here. If you put a Mario and a Zelda out, it's almost guaranteed one of those games will automatically sell. But you can't have all these other heavy hitters come out at the same time. It's the same issue you run into in the holidays, where you have thousands of games thrown out in the holidays and it just fucking slams you. It'd be smarter, in my opinion, to space out Zelda and Mario. Now, granted, you don't have to space them out as much as I think some people are like, oh, well, Mario should come later, it should be the holiday game, and Zelda should be the launch lineup game. I honestly think you could separate them by like a few months. Just have something heavy hitting coming out every month. Zelda comes out in March. Mario comes out either in April or May. You have ports that kind of fill up the gap, and then whatever third party you get. So that's the thing. However much third party you get dictates how much first party you need. Now, obviously, Nintendo's goal here was to make sure you constantly had games coming out the whole launch. Like there is no doubt in my mind that Nintendo's launch will be lit up with games. Now, whether or not you want to pay for some of these games is all up to you. But the point is, Nintendo's like, look, first party will always be there consistently through launch. I think this first year for the Switch will be lit as fuck. Purely for that reason. They're like, look, we are not doing the Wii U situation again, where we rushed a console out and we had games sitting up there. We had only like 2 games at launch, and then we didn't have any more games until near the end of 2013. They're not going to do that again. The question is how they're going to pace the games out. That's actually what I'm more concerned about. Because let's be real here. If Mario Rabbids, Fire Emblem Warriors, Zelda, and the mainstream Mario with your ports of Splatoon and Mario Kart 8 all come out in like 2 or 3 weeks, that's insane. Who the fuck needs that many games for like the first month? That's a lot of fucking games you expect people to buy, and there's gonna be some fallout. People are just gonna not buy some of these games because you have them too close to each other. So they need to be spread out. Especially if the rumors about the Pokemon game coming out in the fall is true. That shit's true. You damn sure don't need fucking like 16,000 hardcore games in the beginning, and then have a drought in the middle. I don't believe they're gonna do that. I can't even really talk predictions because I want to be surprised. I've already heard good things about this console, and then you can see Nintendo is obviously changing. One of the things I found out today is that if you go, I went to Nintendo Everything. Nintendo's like, hey dude, if you want to stream the Switch unveiling on Twitch, we won't do any copywriting bullshit. You can just stream the bitch. Granted, this should be a thing anyway, but still, it shows that they're at least lining up on the copyright and the takedown shit that they needed to light up on, period. Hopefully, YouTube gets a similar treatment because we can't have all this dumb shit. Let's just be real here. I'm just not. It like that whole copyright crap is ridiculous. But the reason why I bring it up is that, being able to stream it from Twitch is a good thing, and the fact that they're so open to say that, make an announcement. Well, actually, I think it was Twitch. It was Twitch's director that brought it up. And say, look, you can stream it on your Twitch. That is very fucking important. So in terms of the Switch, and the fact that they're being open as far as the copyright shit's concerned with Twitch, granted, I don't know what that means for YouTube, because let's be real here. People might be streaming the live reactions on Twitch, but they didn't say anything about YouTube, and I don't know how YouTube's going to go. They do need to lighten up on that shit. And the fact that we've been hearing rumors about the region lock going away, there's been rumors about there being voice chat because some of the accessories leak microphone capabilities, which why would you do that if you didn't need to do it? There's a lot of subtle hints that they're already changing the game. And the fact that you've already been hearing, I think we already heard that the Switch was primarily developed by the younger teams at Nintendo, bodes very well. Because I don't have anything against Miyamoto and the older generation in general, but it makes no sense for Miyamoto to still be the king of making games at Nintendo, and he's been there for over 60 something years, or it's more, essentially it's less than that. It's probably like 40 or 50 years. That's insane. I don't want my best developer at Nintendo to be the old guy that's probably going to be retiring soon. I don't want that. I want there to be new developers popping up, and I'm hoping we at least get to see the new IP, because there's been rumors of a new IP, and I hope it's good. I have no idea what genre it could be in. I don't know what it could possibly be doing. I just hope it's good, and I hope it's different. You know, Splatoon was a major hit, and they're obviously doubling down like a motherfucker on Splatoon, especially if there's rumors of like a Nickelodeon cartoon show revolving around a Nintendo franchise. I have a very strong feeling that's probably Splatoon, just because of personal opinion, and because that series would make sense. Splatoon could work as an episodic comedic show. And with the Nintendo brand that already has been pushed over these last few years, it don't make no sense, especially with all this push for Splatoon and the doubling down. And I bet you Splatoon is the game also that technically is a port but feels like a new game. I bet you that's what Splatoon is. They are doubling hard on Splatoon, especially with this whole, the rumors of the GameCube Virtual Console and possibly getting Melee on there. They are obviously changing gears. They're switching it up, so to say. I am very excited for this presentation, but not necessarily because of the games. I want to see what direction they're moving. They've already been moving in this direction of increasing mindshare and getting them names out there more often. And I think they're starting to learn from their previous mistakes. Because the Wii U has its problems, but the company had a lot more problems that needed to be getting over. And so to hear that, there's no more region lock, that the online functionality is a lot more improved, to see that they're lightening up on the YouTube and the Twitch issues, all of these little things will help them get back into the mindshare of the normal gamer. Because Nintendo has a lot of bad press behind it besides their fucking games. It's always, oh, well, your games aren't lacking these features. Oh, well, you won't let YouTubers do this. Oh, your censorship in your games. Oh, all this crap. It's the same thing. It's like what I used to say about the Wii U. The Wii U is a small bunch of conveniences. Well, all these small little negative things about Nintendo have started building up, which has created a lot of animosity. Breaking these walls down again while also offering a superior service will help them get themselves back into the mainstream media the right way. Because as much as I love the company, there are a lot of fucking things that they do that aggravate the shit out of me. And I don't want that. That's my console of choice. It always will be. Nintendo will always be my console of choice because they have the most variety in games that I like playing. But I want them... I'm not like these other gamers who believe if you're a real gamer, you need to play all the consoles. No, you could be an enthusiast and enjoy a certain brand of games. And I'm not saying you shouldn't play any console, any games from any other manufacturer, because if that was the case, that means you shouldn't play any third-party games or third-party exclusive games that come on the Wii U or any other Nintendo console. I'm saying that I want to get the most bang out of my buck. And I have, over 17, 18, probably over 20-something games for the Wii U. And I felt like I got my money's worth. But there are small little things about some of those games that could have been better, and they're really just done because of the differences between the branches of Nintendo. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, great fucking RPG. There's a few design choices that I don't like, but you know what pisses me off? The most press that game got was over the damn changes in the outfits. That's bullshit, because that game is a good game, and all the press about that game, half of the press about that, and actually Fate's in the same vein, was because of the censorship and the changes to dialogue and all this other dumb shit. The Fatal Frame, it was because, it's the first Fatal Frame being released in the West in a while under the Nintendo, I think, co-ownership of the franchise. And the first thing that people wanted to talk about was, they removed the lingerie outfits. Stop making things hard on yourself. And I'm hoping with the Switch that we not only see an improvement in games and game releases, but these smaller, dumber things that used to get them fucked over in press. And the fact that I'm in the Twitch thing to me is just a good sign towards that. But I don't want to drag this video out anymore. I want Nintendo to be respected again on all sides. Because let's be real here, Nintendo nowadays is only really respected for their games, nothing else. No one gives them any credit on their consoles. No one gives them credit on their features on their consoles. The only thing Nintendo gets respect for is on their games, and that is not all Nintendo is. So I'm hoping that the Universal Park Studios deal, the mobile games, the supposed rumored features that'll be in the Switch, and maybe this lightening up on censorship and localization and all this and the YouTube policy stuff. I hope that's true. I'm actually more inclined. I hope that's more true than some of these rumors about the games, because I want Nintendo to be respected on all levels again. Now, granted, I don't care if they're at the top of the damn gaming industry. I care for them to be respected as a gaming icon. Because be real here, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't, and a lot of people only respect them in name only, not because they actually play their games and find their games fun. So I'm hoping this is the start of the Nintendo Renaissance, and I think it is, but we will see tonight. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game! Play to win. And I'll catch you guys tonight on the Twitch stream for the Nintendo Switch full blowout event. It's gonna be good. Son, it's gonna be good!